Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back to Raggedy Ass Bitch TV, the only podcast that says what your screen time report wishes you wouldn't think about at 2 a.m. I'm your host, and today we need to talk about something sacred, something universal, something that has destroyed more friendships than borrowed hoodies and unreturned Tupperware combined. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the first of the month, rent is due, student loans are lurking, your car insurance just sent you a reminder like it's your toxic ex. And suddenly, the group chat that was popping 48 hours ago, crickets. Absolute silence. Last week, everybody was in there talking about brunch plans, sharing memes, discussing what they're gonna wear to the function. Energy's high, vibes are immaculate. Someone sends a we should take a trip message, and everybody's hyping it up. But when the calendar flips, bills drop, and that same group chat looks like a crime scene. Nobody's typing. The read receipts are off. You send a message and it's just you and the echo of your own desperation. Like, where did y'all go? You were just here yesterday talking about bottle service. Now I can't even get a lull out of you. And it's not even about the money, really. It's about the energy, the way people ghost the group like they're in witness protection. Like, I know you saw my message, Brittany. You posted on your story 10 minutes ago. And then there's always that one person who is unbothered. You know who I'm talking about. They're still in the chat like nothing's wrong. Still sending memes, still talking about their weekend plans. Meanwhile, the rest of us are over here doing mental math, trying to figure out if we can afford both gas and groceries this week. And you love them, but also read the room, babe. We're in survival mode. We're not thinking about bottomless mimosas right now. We're thinking about overdraft fees. But here's the real kicker. The group chat always comes back to life around the 15th, like clockwork. Payday hits, and suddenly everybody's resurrected. Messages flying. Y'all trying to link up? Who's down for dinner? Oh, now you can text back? Now you got service. Now your phone works? Okay. It's like the group chat has its own cycle, boom, bust recovery. We're out here living through financial seasons like we're the stock market. Now, there's something else I want to talk about. Seeing that we're talking about group chats, I thought it would be a good idea to add something that, well, a lot of us should have some experience with, or, you know, if not you, then probably a friend or someone you know. But I want to talk about the family reunion group chat. But, that's even worse than a friend group chat going silent when bills are due. The family reunion group chat, oh my god, the family reunion group chat is a whole different level of chaos. Some of you know what I'm talking about, right? And because, at least with your friends, when the chat goes quiet, it's just about money. Everybody's broke. Everybody gets it. No hard feelings. But the family reunion chat, that goes silent for completely different reasons. It's not about bills, it's about beef. And let me paint you a picture. It's January. Somebody, usually an auntie, creates a group chat called Smith Family Reunion 2025 or whatever. And at first, everybody's excited. Everybody's participating. Yes, we need to do this. It's been too long. The energy is good. People are suggesting dates, suggesting locations. Somebody volunteers to make the potato salad. And then something happens. Maybe somebody suggests splitting the cost of the venue, and one cousin gets offended because they think they shouldn't have to pay since they are providing the entertainment. They're bringing a speaker. Or maybe somebody brings up who's staying at grandma's house, and suddenly there's a whole argument about who gets priority because of who visits grandma more often. Or this is the big one. Somebody suggests inviting that side of the family. You know the one, the side that nobody talks to because of some drama that happened in 1987 that nobody can fully explain, but everybody still remembers. And just like that, the group chat implodes. People start taking sides, subgroups form. You got the we need to keep this reunion small faction versus the family's family. Everybody should be invited faction. You got people arguing in the chat, people arguing in separate chats about the main chat. And then one by one, people start leaving the group. You see Sharon left the group, John left the group, Keisha left the group, and now the reunion planning committee has gone from 47 to like 8. And those 8 people, they're stressed. They're trying to hold it together. They're sending messages like, come on, y'all, let's not let drama ruin this. We're family. But it's too late. The damage is done. And here's what kills me about family reunion group chats. It's never really about the reunion. It's about all the unresolved issues that nobody wants to talk about. It's about who felt left out at the last reunion. It's about who didn't help clean up. It's about who said something slick to somebody's mama in 2019 and never apologized. The reunion is just the catalyst. It brings all the stuff to the surface. And you know what's wild? Some families will have a whole group chat meltdown, cancel the reunion, and then 6 months later, somebody will try again. They'll create a new group chat with a new name, Smith Family Reunion 2025, Take 2. And and everybody joins because we have short memories and high hope. And for a minute, it's good again. People are excited, plans are being made, and then somebody brings up the budget, and we're right back where we started. But here's the real tea. Most family reunions don't actually happen. They talk about it for months, they create a group chat, they argue about the details, but when it comes time to actually commit to put down the deposits, to book the venue, to finalize the date, everybody goes. Case in point, my family reunion that happened in 2023. I took a road trip with my cousin because she was here and she was heading home, so I went along, and we were planning this because seeing that I they were planning a reunion. My cousin was here, so it made sense to go with her. And so I did, and my uncles and cousins and everyone who, was around. Well, for me, my grandparents are no longer around. Personally, my grandparents are no longer around, but cousins and uncles and whatnot were invited. My dad was invited, but he didn't show. My uncle, one of them, showed up, and my cousin, who's his daughter, and also her brother, they didn't show because they weren't speaking to their dad. So it's kind of like we had a bunch of people, when the plans were happening, we had a bunch of people communicating about their interest and wanting to go, but at the end of the day, most people didn't show up. So it's mostly, and I don't, like some of us, there was some tension that happened because of something that was said and we didn't speak. But when we got to the reunion, we were cordial. But since then, we had not, had a conversation. And yeah, that was that. I have no hard feelings. And yeah, that was that. I mean, if we needed to have a conversation again or to plan something, for sure we would do it again. But yeah, it is what it is pretty much. And I'm open, and like I said, sometimes people change their mind. So it's not because they don't want to see family, but because nobody wants to deal with the drama. And it's easier to just not do it, to let that chat die, to say maybe next year, and then next year comes and somebody creates another group chat and the whole cycle starts over. And it's like Groundhog Day, but with more passive aggression, unsent Venmo requests. And I want to slide back to the friend group chats. So, yeah, when your friend group chat goes silent because of bills, at least that makes sense. At least you understand why people are MIA. But family group chats, those go silent for reasons that would take a therapist and a mediator to unpack. But family group chats, honestly, whether it's your friends ghosting because they're broke or your family ghosting because they can't stand each other, the result is the same. Group chats are hard. They require effort, they require communication, they require people to actually show up emotionally, financially, or otherwise. And sometimes people just can't. And that's okay. We're all doing the best we can. But if you're the person who always in the chat, always trying to make plans, always getting left on read, I feel you. I see you. And I want you to know it's not your fault. People are just people. They're messy, they're inconsistent, they're dealing with their own stuff. So if you're in a group chat that's dead silent right now, just know it's not personal. If it's your friends, if it's probably financial, and they'll be back around payday. If it's your family, it's probably complicated And they might not be back until somebody dies or get married. That's dark, but true. But either way, we're all just here trying to navigate group dynamics in the digital age. And sometimes the best thing you can do is just let the chat be quiet. Don't force it, don't stress about it. And if the reunion doesn't happen this year, there's always next year or the year after that or never. And that's okay too. And this is where we will end today's episode of Raggedy Ass Bitch. If this hit a little too close to home, send it to your group chat. If they're still answering, that is. And if you're in a family reunion planning chat right now, good luck. You're gonna need it. Next time, we're diving into soft life delusion. Buckle up, and I will see you next time. Peace.